Esports. Pentakill. Ash Esports. Ash Esports. Pentakill. Ash Esports stepping into the fight. Into the fight. 5 is 1. With a storm on the rise, we see the fear reflected in their eyes. Level 1, yeah, the plan is set. A legacy they won't soon forget. From the river to the lanes, feel the pressure grow. We're the hunters in the dark everywhere we go. Unleash the beast. We are Ash Esports. Ash Esports. Tearing through the rift, taking what is ours. Burning through the map, feeling all the power. Every tower falls, every nexus breaks. We take the crown, whatever it takes. Ash Esports. We own the rift tonight. The rift tonight. Jungle's ours, barons in our sight, crushing every soul in a frantic fight. Frantic fight. Frantic fight. Counter gank, yeah, we read the play, watching every rival fade away to gray. Top to bottom, yeah, we dominate the map. Close the jaws, watch them fall into
Okay, I believe we are in.
Yes, hello.
The non-Ash team has decided to turn up. Let's see if they turn up on the Rift. Looks like we've got draft going on as well. Let's pull that up.
So as we're aware, Sushi Prime lose the first 3 bans for late sign up.
Yeah, so I guess we'll see if that means that they lose the first 3 bans, like the first ban in each of the 3 games. If they lose the first 3 bans in this game, meaning they only have 2 for the banning phase, or if there's something else entirely that we're misinterpreting. So we will have to see. Ash with blue side. If you have side selection, that typically means you have a priority pick, so it'll be interesting to see where they take it. Thanks, Niall. No, I just thought I'd put my proudest achievement on
It's just
as my picture.
that lasted 1 day.
Hey, there's still one more day than you have had, Catherine. Okay. So yeah, be very. Awesome. I've got it open. It'd be very interesting to see what Ash prioritize on blue side. It's always the reason to take blue side is the first pick versus getting counter pick potentially on top or mid lane, depending on team priority.
Perfect. I'm imagining we'll see probably a Senna ban. She's still at like 53% win rate.
It should not, unless if the Ash AD, if Kaiser plays it, he shouldn't. Blue side shouldn't ban it because they can take it on P1 and force them to ban it themselves. So it seems like they're focusing down the Sushi jungler.
Yeah, he is diamond, I think, currently.
If it's very limited, he's Emerald 2 at the moment. Yeah, very limited. He's Emerald 2 at the moment. Not seeing Jarvan on his. Oh, he's played 4 games of Jarvan. So maybe the Jarvan ban indicates that they're going to be picking a rather immobile ADC. But with priority pick 1, what do Ash take? As you said, Kat, center is definitely a good look. If Kaiser plays it, then there's a center. It's also a flex pick. You can send it support, though it's not as strong in that role.
Support at all. This will be Ash Seraphine, I'm assuming.
Yeah, instant reveal of the Seraphine, so you very much have to imagine it will be Ash Seraphine, which is a very strong bot lane. But with the addition of Doran's Helm to the game, Senna tends to get through difficult lanes just about okay. No, potentially opting for a more aggressive ADC to punish Senna's weak early. That'll be interesting. Okay. Now, how do Ash respond? You imagine you'd see a support and potentially jungle pick here, so you can ban out more.
I mean, they've left
Top
Danny's fresh open. His fresh is pretty godlike. Don't tell him I said that.
We'll keep it between us. Fresh versus Seraphine's, it's an awkward matchup for both parties. They are going to take the Fresh. It makes sense. Comfort and Fresh is one of the better supports in the game at the moment. But I imagine that the Seraphine player will have at least some experience into Fresh and know that it's not as bad as people make it out to be, especially if she goes the Guardian pick, the Guardian tree line that's quite popular on Seraphine at the moment. Makes her quite tanky.
You dear.
Yes, yeah. It's an Oppo's number 1 played. And obviously losing the first 3 bans, you would imagine it would have been banned out. Oh, potentially sending the Seraphine mid. Or maybe Seraphine ADC with Tristana mid. They are showing some flex picks here. That is always terrifying in draft.
I mean, I'm assuming with the Blitzcrank pick, this is Seraphine mid. Like,
you would imagine so. You would definitely imagine so. Thank you, Neb. Just like I said at the start, it's my crowning achievement. So I figured, why not? Why not show it off? Have I already lost it? Yes, but that doesn't matter. I did it. So they've banned out the Hui. So yes, I would imagine it probably is Seraphine mid, and they'll be targeting mages that can abuse both our short and long range. And so we could maybe see what does the mid laner play for Ash here? Xerath is probably a good pick here. You imagine this last band's probably also going to be targeted towards the top laner, potentially Ambessa. She obviously is rather annoying to lane against. Going to ban out the Mundo.
oh, one of us is going to have to dip out as spectator because they need a slot.
Who's Fozmaniac?
They have a stream as well. Yeah,
Yes,
fine.
yeah.
I'll do it. It's fine.
Yeah, okay. Picking the Victor into Seraphine. Victor is canonically very good against mages. Sejuani almost instantly. What do they blind top is the question. Scion's open for both parties. Very blindable pick. Ooh. Okay. That's a Scion potential. Hovering the Ambessa. So matchup you see a lot at MSI recently is Ambessa versus Rumble, but typically the Rumble's picked into the Ambessa, so it'd be interesting for Sushi to pick it into the Rumble. They're going to take it.
I can do it.
It's not standard practice for drafting, but I don't think it's too bad a matchup. And I imagine we'll see a lot of jungle pressure from both parties to get priority there.
Timbo's saying Ibrock is the only top laner he respects.
Okay, well. Let's see if he can live up to it. So it's a good pick, Ambessa. And like I said, it's interesting to pick it into the Rumble, but it's not terrible.
Yeah, we're going to go to a bit of a break while we go through spectator mode, so we will be back shortly.
Welcome to the rift where the shadows fall. Ash Esports answering the champion's call. Cobalt wins and Valanth League, we stake our claim. Old boy at the summit, guiding through the game. Daz with the mayonnaise, keeping strategy aligned. Years in the making, the legacy defined. The macro and the micro pulsing in our veins. Taking heavy losses, pushing through the pains. Timmy's always online, staring at the screen. Not a critical thought, lost within the machine. The static is pulsing, the signal is thin. Watching the chaos, let the game begin. Apes together. pays the iron price. Valanth, cobalt winds, we ascend. Old boy's vision, Daz's perfect blend. Timmy's not a critical thought. Timbo, get ready, it's coming. Indeed. Together strong, holding the front line. Legends unite with the stars align. We are Ash, breaking the final base, chasing the glory, setting the pace. Apes together strong. We are Ash. Not a critical thought. Indeed. Not a critical thought. Indeed. For the anchor cat. Jack's logging off. The rift belongs to Ash.
Ash Esports. Ash Esports. Ash Esports. Pentakill. Ash Esports. Ash Esports. Pentakill.
The fog is thick, but we see the light. Ash Esports stepping into the fight. Into the fight. 5 is 1, with a storm on the rise. We see the fear reflected in their eyes. Level 1, yeah, the plan is set. A legacy they won't soon forget. From the river to the lanes, feel the pressure grow. We're the hunters in the dark everywhere we go. Unleash the beast. We are Ash Esports. Ash Esports. Tearing through the rift, taking what is ours. Burning through the map, feeling all the power. Every tower falls, every nexus breaks. We take the crown, whatever it takes. Ash Esports. We on the rift tonight. The rift tonight. Jungle's ours, barons in our sight. Crushing every soul in a frantic fight. Frantic fight. Frantic fight. Counter gank, yeah, we read the play. Watching every rival fade away to gray. Top to bottom, yeah, we dominate the map. Close the jaws, watch them fall into the trap.
Right, we're off.
We are back. Sorry
After
for the delay.
some
Some
technical difficulties. Not on our part. Well,
No, but
yes,
it's not a
no,
game of
not on
League.
our part.
Not a game of League without some technical issues.
No, we must remember that Riot is in fact a small indie music company that makes a video game. So very early pressure from Ash to get a ward on the Raptors, very common. Both middle bushes and bot lane warded from both teams, very standard practice. But it looks like, in terms of early pressure, we are just moving in standard game progression.
Yeah, this is game 1. We've only just started.
Okay, taking a fight in the bot lane.
They are fighting in the wave, but Danny just fighting for the aura.
No, it's good for Senna to fight early into lanes like this so she can get early stacks going. And as predicted, she's gone the Doran's Helm. No immediate hook from the Blitzcrank on the level 2 spike, which is interesting. Let's have a look. Ward on the Raptors, so we'll let Sushi know where the Udyr is.
Nice hook.
Oh, good hook. Ignite. Burns the flash. Was probably dead before it. So you'd class that as a mistake, but anything to try and survive, am I right? Support lives matter.
Coming from 2 support mains that are casting now. Support is the best and hardest role in this game.
Oh, it's without a shadow of a doubt. And anyone who thinks otherwise shouldn't cast, which is why we cast. So it'll be very interesting to see if there's a fight on this bottom scuttle, given that the Blitzcrank's... Oh no, he's cancelled his base. They don't have vision on him. Oh.
Yeah,
Udyr won that smite fight. And Sejuani's just going to walk away. So you imagine that the Udyr will now go top and double crab. So fighting going on in the top lane. But that's just top lane. They just hit each other like monkeys.
I don't really know much about this matchup, but I'm assuming Ambessa has a really hard time until like 6 and a couple of items.
Yeah, you have it about right. It's why I was surprised that they picked the Ambessa into Rumble, but it's not an unwinnable matchup. It is just very rough presets and normally involves some jungle pressure, which is what appears to be we're about to get here. Does still have the flash and the ignite, so you might be able to trade 1 for 1, which is what he's looking to do. Burns both. Goes down. Ambessa only down 4 CS, not the worst. It'll be very interesting to see how Udyr extends the pressure of winning double scuttle onto the map. Bot lane get some shots. We'll do a Senna stack check. We're on 8. Blitzcrank flash hook misses.
Does he have Hex
10.
Flash? Do you know?
He does, yes. But that was just his flash. He's just like that. Fair enough. Both supports opting for the Hex Flash. Not something I enjoy using. Exhaust extended after the hook connects. Did we see the Blitzcrank go down? No. Udyr on the bottom side of the map. Sejuani revealing mid. I imagine we might see a fresh lantern into an Udyr. No vision.
I don't think they're gonna want to fight. Seraphine's quite low in all. Okay, maybe they have no choice.
So they get the hook, the lantern, they go. No mana on Seraphine. And they escape narrowly with their lives extending Seraphine Flash. So if we have a look at Udyr, he is opting for the AD Udyr in this instance. Unsurprising given he has double AP solo lanes.
Well, we think Seraphine was originally gonna go mid, and then they swapped it out when they picked Victor.
It is a fair point though. They do have only one. Well, they have the ambassador, but they have no melee carries for the Sejuani to ramp pressure off with.
Blitzcrank's looking to roam as well.
So Victor was picked round 2 of the draft. They picked Tristana and Seraphine round 1. Both supports just hovering, just showing themselves mid. Blitzcrank moving top here.
Timber, you try and play Tom in any role if you could.
You'll have to teach me Zeref someday. Very, very tough champion, and if you're gold 4 on it, oh my god, you must be incredible. Well, one of the best Tahm Kench players in the world at the moment is adamant that Tahm Kench ADC is fundamentally busted.
Yeah, but
So
you just
why
play
am-
anything nowadays.
No, ADC, not even support. You can play anything support. It's great. I have unironically lost the game to Master Yi support. No, taking a fight here. Rumble getting a lot of attention, but does have backup on the way. We'll just kill the Ambassador, and then Blitzcrank will fall shortly after. You imagine, Senna ult coming in very late. You have to imagine that the top lane is screaming at the ADC.
No, the Blitz just walks out.
Sejuani just walks him out. Very nice. Still it's a 1-for-1 in favour of, but the wave state's gonna get pushed in by the Victor. You'd imagine that the Rumble might look mid to cover.
I was gonna say the problem is anytime Victor leaves lane, Tristana just will run it down.
Yes, farm plates as Tristana does. They are, after not resetting, they are looking to fight the grubs. Exhaust extended from the fresh. Flash extended. Should get himself out. Now 1 for nothing on the Sejuani. Oh, Tristana might have caught herself in a bit of trouble here. Nope, Ash just opt to take the grubs. And Tristana walks away. Something I didn't notice was the fresh went unsealed spellbook. He's just TP'd back to the bot lane.
New tech.
It's quite a common thing, especially in 5. It's not my
I've only ever seen it on Rakan.
Bard sometimes does it as well because they're psychos. Interesting that the fresh did not opt to hook the Seraphine there, but rather just walked away. Let's do a Senna stack check. She's on 29. So still a ways away from the power spike that is the typical 100. And Rumble just continuing to pile the pressure on this Ambassador, pushing wave after wave under turret. And Bessa doing well, farming, keeping herself in it. What is a concern for Sushi, however, is this Victor. Slowly but surely, just farming and stacking KP away, evolving his spells with no punishment.
Yeah, I was really expecting the Triss to punish him a bit faster earlier.
Blitzcrank burns his flash. Obviously has the Hex flash, but it's not something I'm sure it's something he'd like to have the option of.
Yeah, this guy doesn't give a shit about his flash. He's like, I don't need a flash.
He is playing that way. Very interesting that the Udyr has gone AD Udyr, but has opted for the Deathfire Grasp. As opposed to something...
Oh, what? A hook.
And Senna's just dead. Nothing to be done about it. I guess he really didn't need flash.
Oh.
Victor burns flash to get rid of the Sejuani ult. They are pincered. Tristana is just going to hit this Fresh for free. No flash available. Fresh is most likely just going to go down. Center ult, keep him alive. The Udyr is on the back line. Blitzcrank, dead. Seraphine, dead.
Udyr died though.
Udyr does die.
I don't know how worth that is with Drake being up, really.
It's a 2-for-2 trade in favor of Sushi, potentially looking for more. Rumble does have the option of the TP, so you would favor Ashen an all-in fight if the Rumble chooses to TP down. And Bessa stuck in that top lane for a few more seconds without access to the TP. Another 15 seconds on that. But no, both teams choosing to play it slow, clear the vision, take the space.
I'm interested to know what you would have played into Fresh Center. Would you have pulled out your Annie support?
No, so I can confirm that Fresh is not a good matchup for Annie support. Nothing with a hook really is, and I was very often counterpicked with Nautilus. What would a Fresh center, having already revealed the Seraphine? I mean, Fresh's biggest counter in quotation marks is Morgana, being that he can only hook one person at a time, so a spell shield is very active. But then you have a double AP bot lane, and Merchants just goes too crazy, especially with the Sejuani.
I don't really rate Morg as a support at the minute either.
She has the same issue that Zillion has of that no build, like no items feel good on her.
Yeah.
Steal away the red buff while Sejuani mindlessly does the Krugs. Just have a look at general game state. Both mid laners just opting to farm away to get their items, but you have to imagine that favors the victor. Starting to see a lot of completed items come in now for both parties. It'll be very interesting to see which of the support items each they go. Blitzcrank competing all three components of any of Locket, Zeke's, or Bandlepipes you imagine. It would be Locket, but Zeke's also goes quite well. And if I'm not mistaken, that build pass from Fresh leads into Shirelia's hook on the Tristana. Exhaust extended. Tristana flash extended. Might not get her away.
No,
No, it does not. Another Senna wasted ult. Senna root connects. Might land her a kill. Does not.
This Victor is going to be a problem. I can see it.
Yeah, 100%. He's scaled up to 5 KP with 150 farms, so you have to imagine that his abilities are all but evolved now. We are starting to see the Ambessa win the matchup top lane though. She will become an issue. We are, however, 3 of the 4 objectives have gone in favor of Ash, being the only the dragon going the way of the Sushi. A very, very even game. Sushi only up 500 gold. Victor getting caught. Doesn't have the flash to burn. Doesn't have a Zonya's. It dies. And you can't be a threat if you're dead. That's my #1 rule for League. Hex flash as they look top lane. And Bessa just dashes away because she has so many of them. When are we getting a support with 500 dashes?
Who knows? Maybe next one. I want to support with a blue.
Maybe Riot will finally give us a support champion after like 4 years or something ridiculous.
What was our last one? Milio.
Milio, yeah. You would imagine that mid lane tower is just going to fall here. Ash hovering to defend it. They'll let it stand. And Bessa getting focused down. No ult to extend. Rift Herald hits the tower. No flash burnt obviously to survive.
I'm surprised the top tower didn't go down then, honestly.
It's going to go down now. Sushi are not extending anything to support this Ambassador, and they'll trade 1-for-1 towers on the mid lane versus top tier 2. Fight breaks out. I'm assuming that was a Blitzcrank hook. And down goes Fresh. So 1-for-0 and a 1-1 trade.
I'm glad I'm not the only one who's a Blitzcrank magnet, that's for sure.
Starting to see some complete items coming in now. Seraphine completes her second with the Rileys and the Blackfire. Opts for the Bandle Glass, so you have to imagine we are seeing Imperial Mandate third come out from the Seraphine. That item is so fundamentally strong on her at the moment, it's not balanced. TP mid from the Ambessa, so you have to imagine they're looking to fight this dragon. We have all ults up. This is just a straight brawl. Sejuani ult. Ambessa rolls into the pit after Udyr strikes the dragon. Down goes Rumble. Kiting back.
I mean, the CC dock that they have. Oh,
the flash hook from the Blitzcrank!
oh my god, the Blitzcrank hook into a fresh hook.
Seraphine hooked, hold on. Oh, I don't know if I would have gone in as the fresh there, but you know. Udyr's just going to get to run riot on this backline. No CC. Ambessa's opted to push the way mid. And now you imagine they'll just get run down by the victory. No, they just about escape it with Seraphine's W speed up. So another dragon goes the way of Ash, and a few kills traded. So you'd have to imagine, especially burning the TP from Ambessa, that it's not a negative trade for Ash, especially being down 3k, keeping objective pressure on.
I think we're seeing Mandate on Seraphine now with the new changes to it.
Yes, I figured as much when we saw the Vandal Glass. But yes, the new build path as well makes it even... I don't know that it helps Seraphine ADC so much, but I think it definitely favours Seraphine support. Because when you can base and pick up a component on every base, it's just perfect. A lot of vision extended on this top side for the side of Sushi. Rumble almost playing in darkness aside from one ward on the river. Does use the vision cone to confirm that no one is hiding in the bushes behind the Ambessa.
Considering how much Rumble was winning early, he has fallen quite behind in CS and
Yes, I think as we said earlier, I think once you get a couple items in post 6 and a little bit of jungle attention on either side, I think you start running into issues as the Rumble. I think the side lane becomes a lot more difficult unless you're accelerated a lot, which I think Ash didn't play for here, which is unfortunate for the Rumble. I think the biggest concern for Ash at the moment is the fact that the Seraphine is 3 items completed versus the Senna's 1. Yes, Senna scales, but is she going to have enough time in this game to come online?
there's some nice shutdowns to collect though if they can.
The Seraphine, okay, they show 2 topside. Is there anything that they can do? Sushi on the way to support. Ambessa gets out with the flash. Burnsy, the Rumble ult, no flashes. Flash on the side of the UD, but no flash in the Rumble, and they will just walk it out. So a net positive for Ash getting the Ambessa ult and flash before potentially just clicking the Baron. But we do have Tristana in the bot lane just pressuring away. Rumble bases to answer. TP for both the people in the bot lane here, so if the Baron fight breaks out. But no. Ash are just choosing to push the top lane tower in. It just seems we're going 1-for-1 on towers with Tristana heavy pressure in the bot one. Udyr on the flank. Pincering in Sushi.
I don't know if this is a fight they actually want.
Rumble choosing to TP to the mid. And Bester opting to just walk down. I think a lot of fights now are going to come down to how good is the Seraphine ult. It was Mikhail's first on the fresh, obviously, for the Seraphine ult, but if he gets hit by it himself, he can't Mikhail's for someone else.
And the CC lock as well with the Sejo into the Seraphine.
A 4-man ult from the Seraphine off of the Blitzcrank hook. You have to imagine that this fight is not going to favour Ash here. That's 2 go down. 3. And the remaining 2 will be allowed to walk away, and that is Dragon to Sushi.
Are they going to run to Baron?
You imagine so with
I think they can.
with 3 dead. Victor has TP, but Fresh and Victor both revealing themselves on the bot side of the map. You have to imagine that there's no pressure on this Baron from the side of Ash Esports.
And especially as we know that Rumble's just used his TP too.
Yes, exactly. And Victor is showing bot side with half HP. You have to imagine he will not TP into a fight at half HP, especially having extended all the cooldowns, and that is Baron the way of Sushi and the bases. And the instant TP bot lane from the Ambessa. But what a hook into the Rumble and the Seraphine angle to catch 4 of them. You really can't ask much more of your ADC than that. But yes,
I was
as you
really
can see,
questioning this draft, but it's actually coming out
well,
quite well.
yeah, it comes down to who does Blitzcrank hook. If he gets a hook onto one of the three priority targets of Rumble, Victor, or Senna, a lot of fights are going to go the way of Sushi. If he hooks the Udyr or the Fresh, you imagine if they can't burst them down, that Ash will be able to collapse on top of those hooks. But so far, so good for the Blitzcrank. My main concern was who was going to deal the damage on the side of Sushi, but
I mean,
Seraphine,
I was going to say she's 7-on-1 and building a death cap, so
yes. But not typically a champion that you imagine that you associate with doing much damage, but rather allowing for more utility and playmaking options. But has definitely shown that the base kit numbers of Seraphine, especially on her Q, are very, very hurtful. So the question is, as Ash, you're 6k gold down. You're even on dragons. You have the grubs. You're down a baron. What do you do? I think the answer is try and find those shutdowns.
stall and find shutdowns. Yeah.
My typical answer in solo cube would probably be FF, but you know we can't do that here. So the answer is go next. Yeah, and that was what I was thinking without saying.
This is the high elo mind going on between you and last night.
And never lock this comp again. Honestly, yeah.
Mental boom.
No, it's not mental boom. It's the skill to recognize when a game is lost and save time.
Yeah, well, we're plat and emerald, so there's always a throw in there somewhere.
You are not wrong. There is always a throw. As the Ambassador walks up to the wave here, Udyr behind her has a 3-level advantage on the Rumble. Ugh, but Udyr showing why he's picked it. Just deleting the Ambassador's health with not much counterplay. But showing 2 bot lane means one thing and one thing only for Tristana, and that's let's eat the turret.
I don't think they actually got a lot with their Baron.
No, they didn't break the. They didn't break the bot tower. Mid lane tier 2 was already broken. They may have gotten top tier 2. I don't remember that one falling. But they are definitely synchronizing their bases and coming back onto the map at the same time, preventing picks and shutdowns being chased. Very smart in the way of Sushi, but it does give up a lot of space for Ash to abuse. But they're just not doing it. They don't have the knowledge of where they are. Third drag spawns. Will we see a repeat of the last fight? Will we just see Blitzcrank get a hook, Seraphine combo that with an ultimate to hit at least 2 or 3? Victor opting to TP onto the side of his team. Down comes the Rumble, the equalizer. Seraphine ult hits 3. Down goes Rumble.
It does so much damage as well. Like, she's got a death cap.
And you imagine that Sushi will just chase down Ash here. But no, opting to turn onto the dragon. And Bessa zoning. But with Udyr dead, you imagine that the dragon will go the way of Sushi. But the question is, how does Ash get out? Fresh opting to take the hook. Exhausts the Tristana. Misses the hook. And she's out. Showing that the Ash team can turn and fight, but if they get engaged upon, it's not very likely.
You can see
But
they're
now-
trying to make picks. They're just not going that way.
Yeah. I mean, now they are 7k gold down. Sushi are on soul point. Baron spawns soon. Do they try and contest the Baron? Do they try and offer site cross map pressure on the bot tier 2? Do they group and try and look for a pick onto the Seraphine, who is still worth that 700 gold shot down at 4? Has built the arm guard now, so picking her becomes even more difficult.
Yeah, she's pretty much nearly full build.
Yeah, and Ash are just, well, yes and no. Obviously, ADCs, because of the new quest, get 6 items rather than the standard 5 plus boots. But yes, Ash just opting to take the bot tier 2. Just let this Senna, just let her scale. She's at 88 stacks. Rather slow game for stacking, unfortunately, for her, but a lot of stacks tend to come from objectives and such, and she just hasn't been able to get to them in time to get the stacks.
What did you say she needed? 100?
100 is the typical big power spike for Senna. It's every 20 she gets additional stats, but 100 is considered the spike. I think the most I've ever had in one game was 158. And I felt very good. Obviously, Senna ADC did receive some nerfs this patch with the interaction with Static Shiv. So I wonder if that's playing a part in this game.
Yeah, I mean, we were looking it up earlier because obviously Senjo likes to play her quite a lot, and she was still, I think he said she was still on like a 53% win rate.
Yeah, I don't think the nerfs were substantial enough. Down comes the Equalizer to clear out the wave. We see the Fresh get hooked. 3-man. Hook onto the Tristana. Here comes the Seraphine ult. And they just die. There's
These
no...
Seraphine ults have been so good.
The champion is balanced, Riot. Don't worry about it. Leave her alone. She's not too broken. The interaction with her E and Riley is completely balanced. Flash from the Udyr onto the Seraphine. Burns the Seraphine flash. Still has the arm guard up if she needs it. And down goes Udyr. Seraphine doesn't opt for the arm guard. The shutdown goes the way of Victor.
That is a big shutdown for Victor.
You have to imagine that the team are screaming at the Seraphine. Use your arm guard, especially now that she's finished it as the Zhonya's. It was free. Just click it. You imagine the inhib will fall. The question is, can they walk out? The Fresh is looking. Good sidestep from the Sejuani, and that will be that. But yeah, very big shutdown over to Victor, who is quietly coming online here. 3 items, plus boots. Just not as strong as that Seraphine. Good lord, 12 kills.
Yeah, they killed her and she still has a 650 gold shutdown.
Yeah, that's... You never want to see that as the other team. Unless you can kill her again. That's more money in your pocket. But look at these wards around their base as well. They know when and where Ash are going to be at all times. I think it's a positive, though, for Ash, with respect to the Udyr pick, that it's going to be gone. So they can't pick it again. Because I do not think Udyr was the pick for this draft. But I think this game for Ash comes down to protect the President on Senna. She's hit those 100 stacks now. Sidesteps the Blitzcrank hook. Blitzcrank gets stunned up by the Udyr. Burns his flash. Hook onto the Sejuani. But Sushi are just not taking the bait. They will engage on their terms. There's the ult. There's the Seraphine ult. Only hits one. So you have to imagine that if there was ever a fight for Ash to take, it's this one. Sejuani burning down from the Equalizer from the Blackfire Torch. But
The
no.
Seraphine just has so many people stood in front of her, like... You have to find a good flank to get her, a good run blow. Fresh hook.
But even after all those ults extended, No one went down. Hook onto the Victor. Zonya's is the Ambessa ult. Sejuani is burning down. You have to imagine that this is bad. Seraphine Zonya's nothing. Because the Victor ult would already run out. But that is going to go... The dragon is going the side of Ash. Putting them on soul point as well. TB coming in from the Rumble. From the Fresh with his spellbook. And they're burning them up. Seraphine, I don't think you're getting out of this one, my friend. Oh, maybe you are. They've opted to turn onto the Blitzcrank. But they lose.
I love how you forgot about the spellbook again.
Oh, honestly, I'm so not used to it. If I see a TP, I'm thinking, oh, top lane quest. I'm thinking, oh, the mid lane is taking TP. No, it's the Fresh. But they did lose a Nexus turret, so you have to imagine that if Sushi gets a good fight, that we will see just a siege on the Ash base here. I might have to politely ask Danny not to take Spellbook again so I don't look like an idiot. Yeah, it does beg the question though, has Spellbook really been impactful for the Fresh this game? Is it perhaps an oversight into potentially Glacial Augment to reduce damage incoming? Blitzcrank just walking at Ash like he doesn't care. Hooks the Fresh. Fresh burns his flash. Just before the Baron Asher spawns. They have information on where Udi is. But this topside river, it's just darkness for the side of Ash. Fresh hook goes wide. You have to imagine that they'll be looking... Oh, Blitzcrank hook onto the center. Burns. Lantern gets burned. Saves her. Sejuani hooked. Here comes the Seraphine ult. Hits 2. Down goes Fresh. Center burning low, but still alive. Rumble extends the Zonya's. Sejuani burning. Zonya's on the side of Victor.
Yeah, there's a lot of low health bars here.
Down goes the Ambassador to the like quadruple burn on the side of Ash. Hook onto the Udi. You have to question that. Nope, dead.
He just disappeared?
Victor, dead. Down goes the Tristana. The question is, can they reach the center? You have to imagine they'll be looking for a Blitzcrank hook. Ash pinging them back, knowing that a one Blitzcrank hook could potentially end the game here. But opting to base. You imagine buy the pink wards, retake the vision, and force a better fight. Sushi still up, almost 7k gold, but you have to imagine that those gold leads are starting to equalise the later the game gets. We are at a 40-minute game, almost. Senna finished the Hex Optics, another completely balanced item. But what is important to note is the Rumble has not finished Zonya's. He's burnt the Arm Guard and is now completely susceptible to getting hooked. But Seraphine Zonya's still on a small cooldown, so if they take a fight now, she is vulnerable. You have to imagine, again, that they will take a fight on their terms. Victor going to catch this massive bot lane wave. You have to imagine that he might TP early to this Baron fight if they
Baron, no. But I don't know if they do it fast enough.
With Tristana they do. Victor opting to walk rather than TP. Potentially saying no, Sushi. I don't think you'll do the Baron, but they are on it.
Well, the
They
fresh
get the center ult.
They just
Seraphine gets a 4-man ult. And I couldn't even begin to say what happened in that fight. It just didn't go well for Ash. And you have to imagine that is the game.
Danny hit a nice fresh hook on the Seraphine, but they just couldn't kill her.
I wonder if she ulted as soon as the hook hit her. Because you can't stop the ult. But as Sushi just barreled down on the base of Ash, you have to imagine that this is game one. It is. And that's game one. I think. Sure.
We had a nice support and Bessa that game. Maybe you pick. I definitely feel like it was closer than the stats said, like compared like with the kills and deaths and the gold lead. It did feel quite close still. Like it's still a 40-minute game.
I think where the gold acceleration was just more critical for Sushi. I think the Seraphine being basically full build while Senna was stuck on 3 items as scaling ADC is not ideally what you want. But I think it just came down to the tools. I think Sushi's draft just gave them more tools to win more fights, and I think that's just what we saw.
Yeah, just the Sejuani Seraphine combo, just CC locked, and then as you said, the Blitzcrank hook landed some beautiful hooks all throughout that game. Yeah, we're going to take a small break just while we set up for game 2.
Welcome to the rift where the shadows fall. Ash Esports answering the champion's call. Cobalt wins and Valanth League, we stake our claim. Old boy at the summit guiding through the game. Daz with the mayonnaise, keeping strategy aligned. Years in the making, the legacy defined. The macro and the micro pulsing in our veins. Taking heavy losses, pushing through the pains. Timmy's always online, staring at the screen. Not a critical thought, lost within the machine. The static is pulsing, the signal is thin. Watching the chaos, let the game begin. Apes together strong, holding the front line. Retides unite with stars align. We are Ash, breaking the final base. Chasing the glory, setting the pace. Apes together strong. We are Cat is in the bot lane, calling the tide. Nami and Lulu keeping us alive. But we see the armor, we see the heavy cage. Drop the Nautilus angle, we believe in Nick and Gage. Jack is on the comms, got a storm of dread. Hates the very game, wishes he was in his bed. I'm done, grumpy and bruised, the reluctant sacrifice. He clicks accept, he pays the iron price. Valanth, Cobalt wins, we ascend. Old boy's vision, Daz's perfect blend. Timmy's not a critical thought. Timbo, get ready, it's coming. Indeed. Apes together strong, holding the front line. Legends unite with the stars align. We are Ash, breaking the final base. Chasing the glory, setting the pace. Apes together strong. We are Ash. logging off. The risk belongs to Ash.
Ash Esports.
Right, we're back for the draft of Game 2. Let's see. Ash opting for the red side, so they may not have a priority pick this time.
So you should get their bands back as well, right?
Yes, so they've opted for the Hui, the Ari, and the Kiana. So now the two most picked for Ash's jungler are gone. You have to imagine that he might look towards the Fiddlesticks.
I mean, I think Ash will be quite happy for his Kiana to be banned. I've heard things.
Take away the option for your jungler to int is a great idea. Now,
That's how I play my solo queue.
Open picking Jinx blind is a very bold choice. So you have to imagine that the support on the side of Sushi will go for an enchanter. Very rarely do you see Jinx without such picks as Lulu or Milio.
Gotta be a Milio.
Ziggs, a flex pick from Ash here, though I don't imagine it will go mid. It can. And what do they prioritize? They take the Skarner. They saw how well Sejuani did for Sushi last game and said, we'll see your Boar Rider and we'll raise you a Scorpion. And yeah, as correctly guessed, Milio is most likely the supportive choice. Getting rid of any CC. And the Hover the Amumu is the counter.
I'm not a fan of Skarner jungle, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I've seen people make it work, and every time I go against it, it seems to be really broken, but anytime we try it, it just feels scuffed.
I think it's a pick that requires a lot of team coordination, and the Skarner has to get the right angles. Whereas something like the Amumu is a much more direct engager. He says, I hit my bandage toss, I will flash ult your entire team, and you better do something about it.
Easier to kind of do in team fights. Oh,
Pick the Bard. Oh,
have a
now
bard.
a very, very, very prolific pick as a support, but can Danny show up on it?
So I've recently started playing Bard myself. I played 7 games with him yesterday and won 5. I have so much fun playing Bard.
You heard it here first, folks. Cat can win games on Bard. The champ is busted. Ban it in all your games. But no, the chat.
Right?
Oh, he needs nothing. He does way too much damage. It's not balanced in the slightest. But the problem is he's picked so much in pro play, and he is very healthy for the game to have such a roaming support be played, especially at pro level, that they don't want to take him out of the pro meta. So it'd be very interesting to see if they nerf him heavily. Yone and Vayne on the side of Sushi's bans here. Cassante Malphite really focusing down that top lane pick. You have to imagine that Ash will blind mid and take the top counter pick. Though last game Sushi picked Ambessa into Rumble, so I don't know. Red 5 is a fake pick, apparently. They take the Zahen. So no, they're opting for the counter pick mid. Unless, of course, again, they're planning on flexing this Ziggs. You don't imagine that they will. I don't think Ziggs mid is a very good pick, but it is possible. Renekton locked in for the side of Sushi. Very, very standard draft here from Sushi.
I have also had a top in one of my games, so just saying, could be Zahin jungle.
I doubt it on the side of Ash, given that the jungler has played a decent bit of Skarner, and I have played with said jungler playing Skarner in scrims. And they take the Orianna. A very team fight focused
I think
draft
Ziggs
on the
mid,
side of Sushi.
like Ziggs mid into Ori, I think is absolutely fine.
And I think that might be what Ash are thinking here. Taking, not even hovering a last pick, they are thinking, can we send the Ziggs mid here? Is there a better ADC option with this Bard into Jinx Milio? And they are sending that Ziggs mid.
I think
Unless
I'd
it's
have had a Caitlyn pick rather than an MF pick, though.
I think the argument is Sushi are looking to team fight. So if you want to lock down us, we've got Skarner with Miss Fortune R, and they just let it fly. But I think the biggest worry for Ash here is that they need to get hold of that Milio. Because if you Skarner everyone but Milio, he will ult cleanse it, and a lot of your engage power is just gone.
And do you know what else I would be worried about? Is MF ulting and then a Bard ult on top of that.
The anti-synergy. Very true. So we're going to go ahead and cut to a break, waiting for spectator delay and such, and hopefully we don't encounter as many issues as we did before, and hopefully the support on the side of Sushi's PC is okay.
Welcome to the rift where the shadows fall. Ash Esports answering the champion's call. Cobalt wins in Valanth League, we stake our claim. Old boy at the summit, guiding through the game. Daz with the mayonnaise, keeping strategy aligned. Years in the making, the legacy defined. The macro and the micro pulsing in our veins. Taking heavy losses, pushing through the pains. Timmy's always online, staring at the screen. Not a critical thought, lost within the machine. The static is pulsing, the signal is thin. Watching the chaos, let the game begin. Apes together strong, holding the front line. Retired unite with stars align. We are Ash, breaking the final base. Chasing the glory, setting the pace. Apes together strong. We are Cat is in the bot lane, calling the tide. Nami and Lulu keeping us alive. But we see the armor, we see the heavy cage. Drop the Nautilus angle, we believe in Nick and Gage. Jack is on the comms, got a storm of dread. Hates the very game, wishes he was in his bed. I'm done, grumpy and bruised, the reluctant sacrifice. He clicks accept, he pays the iron price. Valanth, Cobalt wins, we ascend. Old boy's vision, Daz's perfect blend. Timmy's not a critical thought. Timbo, get ready, it's coming. Indeed. off. The rift belongs to Ash.
Ash Esports. Ash Esports. Ash Esports. Pentakill. Ash Esports.
We're back.
We are back. Hope you've been enjoying the lovely music. We are fire.
We are back. Do or die for Ash here in this game too. Best of 3 series. Do or die. This is, as the league song goes, this is how legends are made. Skarner, looking for a ward on that Raptors. Doesn't get quite where you'd want it to, but as close as you can get without losing most of your HP. I miss when Skarner used to have to contest the little crystals in the river that would give golden vision. God, I miss those. I miss those crystals.
Have you seen that they're bringing in back, like, is it season 3 league mode?
Yes, that's just before I started playing. But the only reason I'd go and play that is because I really want to play Old Quinn again.
I just want banner and command back. Give me your
Oh my god!
command.
I was
Top.
having a conversation with some friends the other day because they are fairly new to league. They've only been playing for the past like 4 or 5 years, and I was like, guys, there are some things that you didn't get to experience that you really should have. Banner of Command was one. You had ZZ Rock Ball. You had Ohm Wrecker.
Yeah.
What else was there? Banner of Command, obviously. Old Urgot was always quite fun.
Fucking Mordekaiser with his dragons.
Mordekaiser with the pet dragon, yeah. There was something else big. Oh, DFG, of course. That item was just fundamentally balanced, obviously. And for those that are new, I don't mean the new rune. I mean an old item.
I've been playing League so long, I remember we used to have to buy rune pages.
1% crit runes. 1% crit runes. Oh, joyous day. Just very, very bog standard gameplay from both teams here. Nothing much to report, which is always good in the early game because it means we can talk about the good days of League.
Back when everybody actually wanted to play.
Everyone wanted to play. You got home from school or work or the mines if you're Catherine because she's that old.
Hey, team as well. Oh,
little fight going on in the bot lane.
First blood to the Skarner.
Fighting going on in the top lane. Flash is extended and he's dead. Kill goes the way of the Skarner.
Oh, I think Danny really quickly decided not to do that.
Yeah.
I really wish I knew a bit more about these top lane matchups.
The easiest way to understand it is Renekton is a very early game top laner, so should win the matchup. However, seeing a bit of attention from Skarner and now accelerating the Zarhen a little bit in terms of XP, and the Zarhen actually rushed a Bramble Vest. So a lot of Renekton's healing power is going to be in the bin, essentially. But first blood the way of Ash. Can they extend this pressure? It did result in Sushi getting double crab, so that is a double crab on the first crab for each team in games 1 and 2, and the person that got it went on to lose last game. So is that a sign?
Also, actually don't think they win this 2v2.
No.
Oh,
I think this game will come down to how good and how well Sushi team fight. With Milio Jinx, you imagine that every team fight post 25 minutes should be free, but you just never know with the engaging pick power that Ash have here. Zarhen heavy shoving waves. Skarner just taking the topside camps. Is opting not to look for the dive at all. Amumu is just running through the lane. Now finding out that his Gromp is gone. Checking for wards. Will find one. Zarhen opting to hit the tower. Skarner moving back up. Amumu flash Q. And that should just be Zarhen dead, yep.
dead.
Very greedy from Zarhen to hit that tower, seeing his ward getting swept. And that just about equalizes the game. 10 CS lead in the bot lane, 10 CS lead in the mid lane for either side. This game is as close as you could humanly get it. And unfortunately, Danny did not listen to my cries and has opted to take the unsealed spellbook again. Because I have just seen him TP from mid to bot lane, so I just know that I'm going to get that wrong later on. So thanks for that. I did say that Bard is a champion that does tend to take it, though, so I suppose I did this to myself. Just a four-man reinforcement on the bottom side for that crab. You have to imagine that getting that in, and look at the vision for Ash on this bottom side with Dragon Spawn, with Dragon taken as well. It's just...
Oh, what happened to that?
Fight's breaking out. Bard isn't looking very good. Amumu obviously already extended his flash. Good flash, and the Amumu hits the Q. Heal from the Milio. Can they chase this down? Zig bomb. Boom! Down goes Amumu. Good Q from the Milio to stop the Skarner. But a 1-for-1 trade. But a kill for the ADC versus a kill for the jungler. And as we all know, junglers aren't real. Oh. The Milio misses the ult. Oh, that is bad. That is very bad for this Jinx. It's detrimental. It's life-ending. And the Bard is not willing to let this Milio go. Ignites. Q-stun. Skarner on his way. Milio burns the flash in the end. And that is a Jinx Milio bot lane with no subs. So you have to imagine that the Skarner will return. But a bit of cross-map from the Amumu. Gets the Void Grubs. So that's 2 objectives on the side of Sushi. A small gold lead for Ash, but what can they do with it? They are down 2 objectives. The MF 2-0, can they extend this pressure bot lane on a sunless Jinx and Milio?
I don't think Bard is 6 yet from last time I saw.
He's just about 6, yeah. Those lovely meeps in the jungle giving some XP to him. Making sure that even when he roams, he gets to stay almost in line with someone that just sits in the lane. A lot of resets coming in now. Starting to see some components and some directions. Skarner with a completed Heartsteel at 10 minutes. You have to imagine he will start looking to stack that. You would imagine the lovely melee range Renekton is a solid target, or the sumless bot lane. Luden's finished for Ziggs. Blackfire finished for Oriana. Winged Moonplate for the Bard, so you wonder, is he going for that Dead Man's or Force of Nature? You imagine Dead Man's given
Dead
the
Man's, I'd
matchup.
say. Though I don't normally go CD boots. I would go Swifties, but
So I watched an interesting video about this. Oh, the Bardo onto the Jinx, killing and leaving her stranded. Gone. Triple kill for the way of the Skarner, and you imagine the dragon goes the way of Ash. Very, very clean team fight from them there. But so the Swifty plus Deadman's, you actually hit what is built into League as a soft cap of movement speed, which is, someone can correct me, I think it's 420. So once you go over 420, movement speed is less impactful as a stat.
oh, okay.
Jinx gets hold of the mini Krugs, but a small consolation prize for the big one being taken by the big bad Scorpion. Amumu just looks lost. He just doesn't seem to be in the right place at the right time.
He's a little bit.
He is homeless. A stark contrast from the Sejuani gameplay we got to see from Livid last game. But Bard interfering in a top lane skirmish. This is a cardinal sin for top laners.
I'm a little bit
Flash.
confused why Brock went in. He saw the portal, no? Or was it a vision?
It depends on which way it was going. If it was going in the way of maybe towards his base, he assumed the Bard was reset. But top lane Flash is gone. Renekton probably happy with that trade. He's up in XP. He's now got a flashless opponent when he has a double dash. Bases finishes Shojin. Doesn't even need to TP given the lane state. Very, very fine trade for Renekton. And Renekton is thinking, why is the rest of my team minting? And Bard doing what Bard does best and basically just becoming a second jungler. Extending some vision. Is that ward actually in the bush? These are the real questions. Zahen extends his TP into the top lane. So if a fight breaks out on the bot side of the map, you have to give advantage the way of Sushi with that TP. But no vision on this top side for this Renekton. He doesn't know that Bard is here. He's walking away. Is Oriana looking to pick the Ziggs? Oh, Ludens will actually spot her out here. I feel Renekton is about to get a nasty surprise from Ash Esports. They ult the tower, and that is just a dead crocodile.
Yeah, he is
Scott.
very dead. Nice little Bardo for the tower.
Yeah, just solidifying it. I think with Skarner, if they had managed it so Skarner was tanking, it may not have been needed. But I think the Zahen took the aggro too early. Milio burns his W. That's a long cooldown. Especially when he's not maxing it. He is maxing the E.
I mean, if I'm
TPing back
Sushi
into the
right
top
now, I
lane.
want to slow this down. Like, you want to scale Jinx, Milieu, Ori.
– 100%. Ash taking the Rift Herald. The Amumu look for a cross map impact onto the Ziggs. But the problem with Ziggs is he will sit 4 screens away from you, and there is nothing you can do about it. Now the question is, for Ash, where do you send this Herald? Do you try and break that top tower, potentially unlock Zarhen further down the line and take more camps off of this Amumu? Do you send it mid to just break open the map? Or do you send it bot? I imagine it's not bot with Ziggs, but...
I mean, I would
you
probably
never
take
know.
it mid. You take it mid, it also leaves Milio and Jinx to overextend easy targets. I think top's gonna fall by itself anyway. Yeah, they took it mid.
Taking it mid, but don't opt to actually finish off the tower. Ziggs will most likely get first tower with his passive with the W. So we're seeing a common theme from both teams on the red side, taking absolute tower destroyers in the mid lane. Tristana last game, Ziggs this game. Is there a recipe for success on the red side in this series? Jinx ult to steal the dragon, nowhere near. Can you imagine that dragon just goes the way of Ash? With a Mumu in his base.
I also don't think I've ever seen so much attention top lane in a game before.
No, and I have just... I wasn't looking at it because I was too focused on the dragon, but I have just looked top lane, and the Renekton has solo killed the Zarhen. So if
No,
you're...
yeah, I think.
Oh, did Mumu impact it, then go to base? So they were just cross-mapping. So they get the tower and a kill on the Zarhen and trade of the dragon. It's about the best you can do as Sushi in that situation. So a good cross-map. But just towers, your towers are falling. Ash are slowly but surely closing in, extending the vision line. There's just nowhere at the moment that Sushi can walk that Ash aren't ready for. You see Hex Optics completed for the Jinx, Bloodthirster completed for MF. A lot of first and half of second items are coming in. Skarner with 2 items completed. You have to imagine that he will take a while to kill. I think what will be interesting to see is how many stacks this Skarner can get on his Heartsteel. Obviously, he finished it at 10 minutes, so we're 8 minutes on, and he has 89 stacks on it. See here, Ash taking vision of the bot side jungle, trying to threaten taking away the camps. But I think Amumu should just about be allowed to get his camps. No, Skarner closing in, he's core HP. Isn't looking though. And Amumu gets the red and walks away. Bard's just gonna fall, but they did extend the Amumu ult.
I just need to AFK for like 30 seconds, sorry.
That's so good. I think we're seeing the evolution of top lane, however. Renekton, early game champion, didn't get to thrive as much as he wanted to. And now we're just seeing Zarhen just slowly but surely scale, take over this lane. Not much going on the map. See a lot of vision contests, but no... Renekton pinging that he has no vision on this top side. He is in total darkness as to whether Ash are going to collapse on him. Baron has spawned. Jungle camps are starting to be given to the Jinx. They're starting to try to accelerate her to catch them back up into this game. They know that Amumu has one job and one job only, and that is to ult. That is to ult and protect that that Jinx, who they need to get online if they have a chance of winning this. Jinx has hit her second item. MF finished hers as well with the Collector and the Bloodthirster. You have to imagine that eventually this Jinx is going to be a problem, and one reset could see team fights over. Ash now moving towards that top tower that they have already dove once this game. They have the Bard ult available to them, but they are moving away. No. You have to question. They don't know. Tower falls. Skarner bases. Milia will spot out the Bard here, but opts to let him leave. $2K gold lead on the side of Ash, but you wouldn't know it. They're not pushing their advantage. They're not going for that kill on Renekton there. They're not, and they're threatening the Baron. They're just happy to let the game evolve.
Right, I'm back. Sorry.
It's all good.
Have I missed much?
Top tier 1 fell, but they didn't dive the Renekton as I thought they would. Oh, Bardo goes sideways. So they are down an ultimate for this dragon. And they've just right-clicked the Baron. They've just said, look, you want that dragon, that's fine. We're going to force you to come and answer this Baron with the Jinx. You have to imagine that they will get off it, but no. They are forcing Ash to come to them. That is a Ziggs bomb that's just done half of Jinx's health. And Ash are going to walk in and they're going to say, look, thank you for the leash on this Baron. But no. Down goes Ziggs. Jinx reset straight into the MF ult. And the world has equalised. Zahen almost falling. MF flashing forward into the Renekton. Skarner finally decides to show up for the party. But no. The Baron Force does not work when a Ziggs bomb lands on your head and does half your health. I like the idea. I just think we needed to get ourselves out of the Ziggs bomb. Or get on top of him before he threw it. And this looks like Dragon and Baron are going to go the way of Ash Esports. I do trade back the mid-tier 1 as least, a little compensation, but you just have to imagine that our Ash too accelerated. Is it going to take the scaling ADC, what was the Senna last game, Jinx this game? Are they taking too long to come online? The Bard ult goes wide again. Jinx still has flash, burns it. Straight into the Ziggs ult. Bard flash stun. Down she goes.
Oh my god, that's just so much damage. Life is an ADC.
They should have picked a better role. Perhaps this is Ash recognizing how impactful the Sushi ADC was last game on that Seraphine pick and paying respect and being like, we are going to do what we can to shut you down early. Mid-tier 2 goes down. Zahen now in total control, especially with this Baron buff off that side lane fight. You have to imagine, yes, that Sushi will send 1 or 2 more down to support that. Does Ash recognize this? Can the Zahen walk away fast enough? The plant, he misses the first bandage toss. And they choose to walk away. Zahen narrowly escapes with his life. Ziggs pushing out the side way over top. Orianna basing to answer. Renekton trying to get something on this bot tower. Maybe try and get the shutdown, get some gold back into his pocket, match this Zarhem, but it's just not great. MF moved to support the Ziggs. Amumu and Milio basically hugging onto this Jinx, saying, if you want to kill her, we're going to force you to work for it. That hasn't worked so far. Amumu burns his flash to get out. And they are looking towards his top tier 2, whilst pressuring the bot tier 2 with the Zarhem. They're just slowly but surely closing in on these inhibitor turrets.
Yeah, this Scanner is very tanky right now.
Interestingly, though, has not gotten any more Heartsteel stats. Is still sat at 89 as a triple man shockwave comes in, almost bursting the bard. Not enough damage. Falls to the burn from the Amumu. And that's 1 kill back for Sushi. A great shockwave from the Orianna, who is very quietly getting her items together. She's not weak. Not weak by any sense of the imagination.
No, she has very good farm.
I think that's something. Yeah, she's up nearly 20 farm on.
Considering how ahead like Ash actually are, the ADC and the mid laner they're both ahead in CS.
Yes, I think that is the only reason that Jinx might be relevant. Finishing her IE now. It's as we said from the start of this, these team fights, they're just going to come down to, can they get Jinx a reset early enough and provide her with enough time to burn through these health bars. As we get a double man ult onto the Jinx, she walks away. Double shockwave, down goes the Amumu. So Hen at half HP, Renekton doing what he can to distract the backline. Skarner with a 2-man ult onto the Jinx, onto the Orianna. And down they go. And Milio, the sole survivor. But no! Bard with the magical journey picks off the Milio, and you have to imagine that is game. That right there is support on support crime, ladies and gentlemen.
It's like a different Ash team altogether. It's so much better.
I genuinely think it comes down to the jungle pick. I think Udyr in the first game was just not it. And I think picking a front line, picking a more front to back comp has definitely favoured them. And recognising poor matchups in the side lanes and winning them has definitely resulted in this being a much better game for them as the Nexus falls.
It was a much cleaner, much quicker game.
Well, sorry to say for everyone that was hoping for a swift 2-0 either way, that we are going to a game 3. A lot of damage coming out from the way of Ziggs. It's a very, very interesting pick, the Ziggs, but I'm very content with it being I think the flex pick as well. I think both red sides now have shown the flex pick. So the question is, does Sushi opt back onto that red side? Or do they have a pick that they are waiting to reveal in game 3 that they want to prioritize?
Yeah,
well, after that,
probably though. To a break just while we wait for draft.
Welcome to the rift where the shadows fall. Ash Esports answering the champion's call. Cobalt wins in Valanth League, we stake our claim. Old boy at the summit guiding through the game. Daz with the mayonnaise, keeping strategy aligned. Years in the making, the legacy defined. The macro and the micro pulsing in our veins. Taking heavy losses, pushing through the pains. Timmy's always online, staring at the screen. Not a critical thought, lost within the machine. The static is pulsing, the signal is thin. Watching the chaos, let the game begin. Apes together strong, holding the front line. Retard unite with stars align. We are Ash, breaking the final base. Chasing the glory, setting the pace. Apes together strong. We are Cat is in the bot lane, calling the tide. Nami and Lulu keeping us alive. But we see the armor, we see the heavy cage. Drop the Nautilus angle, we believe in Nick and Gage. Jack is on the comms, Scottish storm of dread. Hates the very game, wishes he was in his bed. I'm done, grumpy and bruised, the reluctant sacrifice. He clicks accept, he pays the iron price. Valanth, Cobalt wins, we ascend. Old boy's vision, Daz's perfect blend. Timmy's not a critical thought. Timbo, get ready, it's coming. Indeed. Apes together strong, holding the front line. Legends unite with the stars align. We are Ash, breaking the final base. Chasing the glory, setting the pace. Apes together strong. We are Ash. Not a critical thought. Indeed. Not a critical thought. Indeed. So the anchor cat. Jack's logging off. The rift belongs to Ash.
Ash Esports. Ash Esports.
And we're back in with draft.
We are back once again.
Back once again for the Renegade Master. Sushi opting to take the red side. Sticking with the Hui bounty, you imagine we will see the Hui, the Jarvan, and the Ari go round one.
For anyone that's just joined, we are currently 1-1. This is third game.
And what a heater of a series we've had. If you have missed it, you Well, you've missed out, but you will not be disappointed with this game. I hope. I cannot confirm. We are not in game yet. The Caitlyn ban on the side of Ash, maybe trying to thin down the pool of the ADC on the side of Sushi.
I mean, I'm not sure that's even possible when people are playing Mage's bot anyway. Why are we banning ADCs?
That is true. The two winning bot laners thus far have been Seraphine and oh no, Misfortune. We are 1-1 with Mages versus ADCs getting wins. The Kiana ban is the final. Talia ban coming out from the side of Ash.
Not gonna see Snoopos, Kiana.
I think, as we said in the previous draft, Ash will be thankful that that is dedicated to a ban slot. Which I inherit. Oh, the first pick Smolder. Answered by the Ash with no Milio to be picked here for the side of Ash. So Danny will have to build Mikhail's, and I imagine Smolder will also take the cleanse. What do you pair this Ash with?
I mean, I personally would go Brom, but I wouldn't be wanting to blind prick Brom.
So we're gonna blind the Zinza. Hit by some nerfs recently, but still seeing a lot of success is Zinzao. But yes, I agree. You don't want to blind Braum. Braum stat checks a lot of melee supports, but if you blind it, you tend to get Lulu'd, to be honest. Be very interested to see what they want to pair this Smolder with. Volibear flex pick. You would imagine it goes to the top lane, but you would never take top lane this early, so you assume it's an answer to Xin Zhao in this draft. With the option of the flex. I would call that Sion a flex pick, but I really hope I'm not about to see some Sion support gameplay in game 3 of the series, when it's do or die for both teams.
Hey, Caleb, thanks for the prime. 4 months.
Reimer. The Nautilus. So you have to imagine here that Sushi will ban out the Braum. There it goes.
Yeah.
So saying to Ash, if you want to pick an enchanter with this Smolder, you will suffer for it. Where do you go next? The Malphite ban away. So taking away more engaged tools, but you don't. There goes the Janna. Probably Nautilus's 2 worst matchups. So their bans make sense, but what will Ash answer with?
I mean, maybe Rao?
Gwen ban, recognizing that Sushi do need to pick some AP here. They are very lacking in magic damage. But having banned the Malphite away themselves might not be as bad. I don't like the Xerath pick here. I think it's counterintuitive to how they want a team fight.
Hey,
They
who
take
knows?
it.
Maybe.
They take the
no.
Mundo.
No.
Mundo into Sion top lane. So I think we can all agree that we're not looking top lane at all this match, because it is just going to be a wet noodle fight. Unless they're sending that Mundo mid. I doubt it, but they might.
What we thinking? Zin top, Nort jungle, Mundo mid?
It could be Smolder mid with the Vayne pick. We're leaving flexes open even more. What
So
what's going on?
I know for a fact that Ace, who's top lane for AW, is a big Vayne main. So
Okay.
it could be top. Sion mid, maybe.
And the Renata to go against the Engage. A very good pick. Smolder Renata is very nice. And yeah, a very standard draft from Sushi. Mundo top, Vargar mid, Zinzao jungle. I haven't got to think about anything. But that thing for Vayne versus Mundo top, maybe we will look at the top lane. Maybe it is Sion mid.
Oh, they're swapping out back to Zareth.
Recognizing that scaling champions in this series so far have not done very well. We saw the Jinx fall. We saw the Senna just not get enough stacks. So they have said, right, we're picking Xerath. So you imagine it's Volibear jungle, Sion mid, I suppose.
Yeah, I tell you one thing, these drafts have kept us on our toes.
Yeah, not one pick has gone completely
Where we think.
as expected.
I would love this to be like a random Zareth support. Just like throw it all out there.
Hold on. Wait, what? No, Xerath Nautilus bot lane with Ash mid. Yeah, I'm down.
Let's go.
Yeah, let's throw all caution to the wind.
So realistically, what we think in Smolder mid, Renata Vayne bot, Sound top, Volley jungle.
Smolder Renata bot, Sion mid, Vayne top, Volley jungle is what I think. Given that,
I mean, I know Ace does play a lot of Vayne top.
looking at the Open.gg as well, the Ash mid laner does play Sion mid. It's actually his most played in solo queue. But they were opting to ban the Hui, saying, you won't pick Sion mid. And he has picked Sion mid.
I mean, I do think like level 6 Sion will destroy Zareth, no?
At 6, sure. Before then, he's had the worst time of his life. But yeah, I think we're going to switch over, wait for spectator delay, wait for the draft, and we'll catch you all afterwards.
Enjoy the dubstep, guys.
Bah, bah.
Welcome to the rift where the shadows fall. Ash Esports answering the champion's call. Cobalt wins and Valanth League, we stake our claim. Old boy at the summit guiding through the game. Daz with the mayonnaise, keeping strategy aligned. Years in the making, the legacy defined. The macro and the micro pulsing in our veins. Taking heavy losses, pushing through the pains. Timmy's always online, staring at the screen. Not a critical thought lost within the machine. The static is pulsing, the signal is thin. Watching the chaos, let the game begin. Apes together strong, holding the front line. Retired unite with stars align. We are Ash, breaking the final base. Chasing the glory, setting the pace. Apes together strong. We are Cat is in the bot lane, calling the tide. Nami and Lulu keeping us alive. But we see the armor, we see the heavy cage. Drop the Nautilus angle, we believe in Nick and Gage. Jack is on the comms, got a storm of dread. Hates the very game, wishes he was in his bed. I'm done, grumpy and bruised, a reluctant sacrifice. He clicks accept, he pays the iron price. Valanth, Cobalt wins, we ascend. Old boy Rory's vision, Daz's perfect blend, blend. Timmy's not a critical thought. Timbo, get ready, it's coming. Indeed. Apes together strong, holding the front line. Legends unite with the stars align. We are Ash, breaking the final base, chasing the glory, setting the pace. Apes together strong. We are Ash. Not a critical thought. Indeed. Not a critical thought. Indeed. For the anchor cat. Jack's logging off. The rift belongs to Ash.
Ash Esports. Ash Esports. Ash Esports. Pentakill. Ash Esports.
we are. Game 3.
Yo, we're
Do
back.
or die. For both teams.
Honestly, I don't want to watch this. I just want to go rap now. Unleash
do
my inner
have- we-
talent.
Yeah, we do have an incredible lyricist in the call.
That was my one line.
Sushi just walking up. Instant ignite. Hooks before Renata can flash.
Oh,
Down goes Renata.
I
However, Smolder got a stack out of that. W trade.
yeah. Lane's one now. Got a stack.
We are officially on the copium train after that because that is horrific.
So we were right. It was Scion mid and Vayne top.
Yes. Thank God. Because if it had been anything else after that draft, I don't know. Scion just zoning Xerath off the wave, making it incredibly difficult for him. Gets the stun. Bang. Xerath just chilling at a quarter HP, probably crying in comms that, like, what is this pick? Why didn't we ban it?
Yeah, I really don't like the Xerath into the Scion. I think he's gonna have a really hard time.
Oh. Down goes Smolder Barrier. And just to put the cherry on the cake for me this series, Danny has decided to take Spellbook on Renata. My brother in Christ, please, just take Guardian. Riot designed this.
I don't think I've ever seen a spellbook run out before, but
I don't think we ever will again. Hook lands onto the Smolder, burns the flash. However, the Smolder's on 9. 11 stacks. Oh, we stack in. Oh, this lane's so over. So free. But no, this is what happens when you take Nautilus on red free and ban out counters. Bot lane very extended, knowing off of the vision they had on the Raptors, the Volleybet is pathing topside. Mundo experiencing what every ranged top laner experiences. Xerath low on mana, but because of his passive, will probably get to stick around in this lane a little bit longer. Scion, just doing what Scion wants. Jungler's opting to just trade crabs. Sushi pinging that there might be a dive on the way. You might not even need to. Oh, flash from Nautilus. Dice to the ignite tick. Renata W's the Smolder. Ash dice to the turret shot plus Smolder auto attack. Xin looking to invade onto this Volibear. And dies for it. A very interesting choice on invade. Both mid laners chose not to care and just decided to fight each other.
they're just doing their own thing.
It's exact. Oh, Scion. Oh, now that the Xerath E is online, Scion can't just run at him. Support showing up mid lane, letting their team know that they exist. Scion walks up knowing that the Nautilus was behind him. Do they have the damage is the question. It doesn't look like it, though they will just get some... Oh, Xerath E wasted. And that should be the end of that. This is ideal for Smolder, though. Just sit in this bot lane, only pressured by an Ash, and just stack up. Ash moving to the mid lane fight. And Smolder just sits...
Are really strange. Like, why is Scion still there?
Scion just goes down. Renata goes down. Should get revived. Doesn't. And now Nautilus dies for the sins of the jungler. How many times has this happened to us, Cat?
Too many.
Oh, junglers, when will you learn? That is a 2-kill volley bear, however. Slowly but surely accelerating. Is going for the AP build, which his team does lack.
Seraph, you need to move.
No, there is no moving when the lumberjack man comes. It is over.
That is exactly why I was worried what was going to happen.
It was an interesting choice for him to stay on the map at such low HP, knowing that Sion existed. Pings on the way of the dragon for Sushi here. Zhao clearing his bot camps. Will now be on vision from this ward in the river. No sweeper yet. Oh no, Xin Zhao had sweeper, just opted not to use it. Understanding that he will just be on vision. Opting to start up the dragon here, knowing he has an XP advantage on volley there. And a stack advantage on his camps as well. He's at 18 to 21. Meaning his smite is slightly stronger. But is the team fight of Ash stronger? Renata W extended. Smolder ult from behind. Down goes Xin Zhao. Zera finally showing up to the party. Too little, too late. Dragon goes the way of Ash. Down goes Ash for not Ash Esports. Volibear ult extended. You have to imagine that at least one will go down here. No.
They just all go down.
What a perfectly coordinated dive from Ash. Juggling the aggro. No one dies. The dragon bears up 2.5k gold. And top lane is just top lane. Can someone DM the Scion to say take fleet because when are you proccing grasp? When he presses R onto the Xera's face. But no, it's a very fair point. Mundo burns the ghost and lives in the top lane. Vayne extends nothing but the ultimate. No cleanse on the side of Smolder versus the Ash, but you do imagine that Kindle gem will be turning into a Mikhail's for the
You would
Renata.
hope so, for sure. But maybe they're not so worried about it because of the Renata W.
Potentially not, but I'd be more worried about the... I think maybe if Xerath was Sion, I'd be more worried, because if Ash ult into Sion, I think someone is just getting deleted. You have to feel for this Xerath, because there is not a chance in hell he has practiced against Sion mid.
There's actually quite a few Sion mid players in VL, though, believe it or not.
Really? Okay, well,
Yeah.
Colour me uneducated, because I did not know that. I'm very interested in that. But yeah, little fight for the bot lane. Oh, Hex Slash from the Nautilus into the bush. Nothing comes of it. Hex Flashed on vision, so they were able to back up in time. Top lane, just doing top lane things. Range top laners. Though we are casting for Ash Esports, I hope specifically this Vayne loses. Because range top lane, I don't even play the lane and I hate them. Xin Zhao on vision here for. Oh, the ward will finally get spotted out, and Xin Zhao faked leaving. Nautilus hook misses. You have to imagine Xin Zhao will just take a base now. No, he's opting to potentially wrap around. No, he's basing in the tri-bush. Hook on the side of Renata, miss. Oh, locking them both down, hit each other. Xin Zhao comes in.
Back.
They trade 1 for 1. Oh, here's Sion. Good evening. Renata. This Xerath needs to turn his scripts on. He's missing every ultimate shot.
Oh,
And a fight, and another fight. Oh, and down goes Inzao. Another fight that goes in the way of Ash. AD diff. So true. But no, you're wrong. It's support diff. It's all Renata. And only true understanders of the game will know that that was all Renata. No, isn't that right, Kat?
it's always a support diff every game.
Exactly.
I'm not biased whatsoever. We are definitely
Except
support mains.
no, except when we lose games, then it's AD diff.
No, when we lose games, it's jungle diff. No.
No, that depends on if the jungler's impacted your lane or not. If they haven't, then no, it's meaningless. But the Smolder is sat at 82 stacks at 11 minutes. At 3 kills, 5 assists, definitely accelerated. The Scion mid rushed a Hollow Radiance.
Yeah, he's huge.
You really have to feel for this Xerath. It's just unplayable almost. Okay, but like, when is Riot gonna nerf Scion? Because how can he be doing as much damage as he's doing with a Hollow Radiance? The stat numbers, they're just not balanced.
It's just tanks in general. Like I've literally seen an Ornn 1v1 my ADC. Like just nerf
just
tanks.
nerf-
in general.
They just nerf Scion. Can we nerf him again, please? Like this should not be playable. We should not be able to pick a tank mid, rush
Oh, Vayne is
Hollow
going-
Radiance. Oh
Oh,
no, Vayne gets out with her life.
yeah, nice flash.
And don't worry, Danny has changed his flash to heal with his spellbook.
He wants to get out of there though.
I would agree. Nautilus might hex flash over this wall. Sees the Vayne TP coming in. They opt out of the fight.
No, Sound does not need buffs. Get out of chat.
My top laner is a Scion 2 trick. Have you considered seeking a new top laner? Here we go. The best fight in the game is when the two supports just start randomly fighting each other. Neither of them placed a ward or anything. It's just pure. But yes, hook him,
There goes the hook.
and that's
Everybody's
it. That's
so
all that
far
happens. Support fights support. ADC fights ADC.
Oh, the Zerf's landing some ults.
No, he missed the rest of them. And down goes Renata. But don't worry, because Scion's here.
Yeah. I'm
Down
pretty
goes the Smolder. And a 2-for-0 fight on the side of Sushi. If you're
Look at that damage they're doing.
what damage? Sorry, you're gonna have I'm gonna need you to highlight where the damage was because I am not seeing it. No, Scion is walking up to a Nautilus under tower and stopping them from basing. How is this balanced?
Oh, they're getting
Okay,
it.
Bugs. Okay, he might have overextended this. That was ballsy. I respect it. Scion knows that the champion's busted, so he's giving them advantages. Starting this blue buff with no ultimate as Zinzao, with the volley bear at full HP and a level up is a risky play. I hate to tell you this, Zinzao, but that is not your blue buff anymore.
They back off of it and then they go back again.
On a ward as well. Like they have full knowledge of where Sushi are at this time. And down goes mid tier 1 because Scion felt like it. And let's look top lane. Yep, top lane. Triforce completed for the Vayne. The majority of Heartsteel completed for the Mundo, if he's opting for it. I imagine it might just be a Warmog's purchase for him in this game, because I don't see him stacking Heartsteel onto Vayne at all. It is indeed those two people casting this great game for you.
Yes, it is me, Cat, the top lane Yorick main.
Banner of Command, top lane Yorick main.
And ZZ Portal Yorick main.
ZZ Rot, Banner of Command Yorick. Sounds like the worst experience for anyone. Now imagine if Banner of Command existed in today's game with this Scion.
Yeah. He'd be in their Nexus right now.
No, the game would be over. He would be proxy farming their Nexus. Which one? ZZ Rot or Banner of Command? Oh, Ultimate finds the Smolder. You should have taken Cleanse, buddy. And even on a stun target, Xerath misses 2 ultimate shots.
I just closed my eyes. I was pretending that I didn't see those misses, but you just went and outed Sarah.
Oh yeah, I think I'm starting to think he may also have his eyes closed while shooting these ultimate shots.
Hey guys, I can play League.
Guys, look, I'm so far away. I can hit ultimate. Oh wait, I can't hit ultimate. Guys, I'm so far away. Oh, Sion's stun misses. Thank God. Xerath is starting to hurt a little bit though, with the Luden's finish. I remember Banner of Command meta where everyone had to buy it. Oh. I hate to tell you this, Zinzao, but that is not your bush to walk into. Down goes Zinzao, and you imagine they will turn onto the dragon. Down goes the top tier 1 from the range top laner, and yes, Mundo opted to go for the Warmogs in the end rather than Heartsteel. Can't say I'm surprised. Oh, don't worry. So the Scion that's doing a metric load of damage has gone Hollow Radiance into Unending Despair. Yeah, this is really balanced, guys. Full tank one-shot to enemy mid laner. I must say, though, if they kill the Vayne in 5v5s, I'm not entirely sure who kills the Mundo. Because Smolder will take a while.
Very true.
Oh. Hello, Volibear. This is not... Okay, the Ash ult misses on a standing still target. The Xerath ult connects! Oh, flash is burned from both parties. Volibear just heals his entire health bar and he's dead.
Nice shutdown for Ash.
Very big shutdown for the Ash, who is 2 items completed. Not down that much farm on the Smolder. Scion up 30 farm. Yep. This is... Sneakily, though, the Volibear is up 40 farm. He's just completed his 2nd item. And Rift Herald traded for the Volibear's life. Another important note. Ash have 3 dragons. Every dragon now is a soul fight. It is Cloud Soul, so it's not the end of the world if you lose it, but it's not nice into Volibear or Scion. Smolder sitting pretty at 146 stacks, slowly but surely hitting those big numbers.
I do kind of feel like we're A-ramming a little bit. Like, San just should go side. Oh, he's moving now, I think.
The wave, the wave was, it wasn't worth him being top lane to cover the Renata was covering the Vayne in case they made a play. So Smolder needed some form of protection from just the random Ash arrow. Obviously, as he hasn't taken the cleanse. Bandle Pipe's rush for Renata is very interesting.
Yeah, we thought it was going to be Crucible, but it looks like it's Bandle Pipes into Redemption, I think.
Both very good items, but versus Ash Nautilus, you'd imagine Mikhail's would have been a higher priority. Mundo just doing Mundo things. Had to burn the ghost and the ultimate earlier down bot lane to save his life, and is now matching the Scion on the side. You imagine this is ideal. This is ideal game state for Sushi here. Scion stuck on a side lane versus a Mundo.
Yeah, but Sound can rotate a lot faster with his ult.
Depending on how far into the lane he is, obviously up against the red tier 2, you don't have a clear line into the mid lane. Unless he is Vin Diesel and can Tokyo Drift. In which point I can't say anything because he's too good for me.
I could just imagine that in a QE YouTube clip with Sound drifting through the fucking jungle with the fucking song in the background.
I wanted like a Vandal bug video where it's just Scion just drifting around. DK stands for Drift King. I thought it stood for Donkey Kong. But yeah, you have to imagine that these side lane matchups are actually falling in favor of Sushi right now. Mundo very happy to just be sat in front of the enemy team Wet Noodle, and Xerath can sit so far back from the Vayne. But now they are swapping back. The question is,
are they going to swap back again?
yeah, are we about to see some mind games? Is everyone swapping everywhere? But no, Xerath linking up with the team. Scion going through the bot lane, pushing in. They're dancing around the dragon. Obviously, as said, this is soul point. You have to fight this. Mundo has TP. Vayne has TP. We might see our first 5v5 and get a taste of what is to come for the rest of this game. Hook onto the volley bear. Scion ult completely misses, but it separates the team. Nautilus dying for the sins of himself for once. No, flashes out. Volley bear, ult in. Down goes Xin Zhao. Ash ult.
Oh, that is not where you want to be, Xerath.
No. Don't worry, Ash does damage to Scion, guys. Imagine Xerath had ult here to ult the Renata. He'd probably miss. Okay, but surely these top laners have to impact the game at some point, right? We're 23 minutes into the game. They have 0 KP. They're just sat in their own lane. Surely we have.
It's so funny that Vayne has 100 gold bounty at 0-0-0.
Yeah, she's up 30 farm. She's had so many plates go in her favor. She's up probably around about a K gold on this Mundo. Drops the Herald to take the tier 2. And you just have to ask yourself, like, surely now that we've taken the top tier 2, Vayne is going to impact the game, right? Right? Xin Zhao spotted out by the ward and by the vision cone. Nope. Vayne is going bot lane.
I don't really know who wins this if we go late. Like,
I would put it on the side of Ash having a Vayne and a Smolder.
yeah.
Okay, Mundo has made his first appearance in skirmishes. Smolder gets ulted by the Nautilus. Renata ult completely whiffs. Never mind, hits the Xerath. But Scion sat in the middle of 5 people because he feels like it. And Scion has not even lost half his HP.
They just, like, they're doing really well, though, just to ignore him, honestly.
They were until Xerath got absolutely run down by him, and now you left him alive, and Vayne is just taking the base. Like, Sushi have just lost a 4v5, and Vayne is taking their base. Who needs a top laner when you have one in your mid lane?
The 6-on-1 Scion mid.
Versus the 0-0-0 Vayne at 25 minutes. But you have to say that's also there's also a missed priority from Sushi here. The Vayne being left alone as she was to just bully the Mundo for 20 minutes. The Mundo finishes Spirit Visage. Slowly but surely coming online as that big beefy tank. Ash finished Mortal Reminder. I think Lord Dominic's probably would have been more in her favour this game. I don't think the anti-heal is that prevalent on the Nautilus. Especially when it's Cloud Soul. If it was Ocean Soul, I'd maybe understand it, but
It's only really for the volley, right?
yeah. I think that's a missed build. I think and Ash ult goes wide. I think Lord Dominic's would have been much better utilising if they were that concerned about Volley Bear healing, potentially Xerath building Oblivion Orb. But then again, that would require Xerath hitting a spell. Okay. And Sion just ults away. No one can get in the way of him. So not only have they lost Baron, they don't even get the shutdown onto the Sion. Sion opting not to base. He said, "My ultimate isn't needed. I'm pushing this wave." The rest of Ash moving top lane, pressuring that turret. Oh, we have engaged onto the Sion. You wouldn't
Does
know it.
Sion be free? And they are doing damage to him.
Sion falls.
Big shutdown for Ash.
That's the second time we've said that this game. Hopefully she uses the gold correctly. Okay, Renata's half health. Xerath, do you believe in your shots? They take the top tier 2. They have the bottom tier 2, but no inhibs falling. Don't want to give the Mundo, the Ash, the Xerath the ability to farm those supers, get themselves back into the game. Okay, here goes the ultimate from Xerath onto the Renata. Down goes Ash. Down goes Nautilus.
Here comes the Vayne.
Down goes Xerath. Down goes Mundo. Down goes Sushi. And you have to imagine that that will be the game with Baron minions ending here. It's a massive support difference.
Yeah.
Congratulations to Renata. The best performance of the day. GG's to Sushi. A hard-fought series, but a loss, and a win for Ash Esports. Sion doing the most damage in the game, by the way. I can't. I just write it off.
Tom, I'm ignoring that comment right now. Get him out of this chat.
Might be the best support in the division I've seen.
Get him out of it. Ban him. Mods, get on it.
Somebody get this guy.
I'm a mod. I will abuse my power.
You're cleaning up the chat. I respect it, but no.
The Sion mid definitely carried hard that last game. The Sion mid was
Sion mid 100% for that game carried that loss so hard.
Insane.
But I think MVP of the series has to go to Danny. I think the support impact he had in both of the wins was just crazy.
The Renata is definitely a good pick. Even with Spellbook. I just liked how it was fucking up BT every time. That was my best bit, my best highlight throughout these games.
Spellbook TP.
TP coming from the mid laner. Oh wait, no.
It's Danny. Good lord. I don't think that will ever not catch me off guard seeing, especially it was on the fresh that really caught me off guard seeing Spellbook TP. It's definitely something. But no, yes, the takeaway from the series is ban and nerf Sion mid.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Sound mid, guys.
If you want free LP, pick Scion mid.
Let's see if they left the Kiana open. Maybe Sushi might have won.
Yeah, if they'd have forced him to pick Kiana, maybe they would have won. But no, I don't think it matters when you have Scion mid. Thank God for Fearless, because I feared that Ash would have picked Scion mid all 3 games.
3 games, yeah.
Unless Sushi were willing to show that they will pick Vayne mid. But then do they just send the Scion top?
It was fun, good games. But I think
I think
we're going to close out.
Yeah, I think it was really well played by both teams. A very enjoyable series. But
It was. I liked the Seraphine ADC. I like the Scion mid.
I like seeing 2 ADCs win that weren't ADCs.
And a mid laner who isn't a mid laner. There we go. GG.
Yeah. What is standard practice? But yes, GG's to both teams.
Thanks everybody for coming and watching. We hope you tune in. I think we're streaming in again on Monday because AI have a rearranged game.
I think you, having played for AI, do you have insider knowledge as to whether you'll be picking Scion mid or not?
I mean, I'm actually going to go into solo queue right now and practice him in support, and then I'm going to get my mid laner to play him mid, and we're going to flex him.
Oh my god, genius!
Yep.
I look forward to casting that.
You'll see the Scion look and be like, wait, is it mid? Is it jungle? Is it bot?
Oh god. No, it's ADC and you're playing Senna. We're bringing back starving Senna.
Yeah. Thanks, guys. Bye.
Bye.
Welcome to the rift where the shadows fall. Ash Esports answering the champion's call. Cobalt wins and Valanth League, we stake our claim. Old boy at the summit guiding through the game. Daz with the mayonnaise, keeping strategy aligned. Years in the making, the legacy defined.